Hey guys, we're at Interbike and I found the SKS booth. I'm here with Chris Nolte from Propel, and I thought this would be a cool conversation because, you know, these fenders, you see them a lot on some of the European bikes that come with fenders and lights and everything, like commuter setup, and it looks like you can get these aftermarket and add them to your bike and end up with a higher quality solution that's not going to rattle, or maybe one that looks nice with the colors. I'm also here with Crystal from SKS.
Hi.
Is that the case? Like you can buy these now straight from?
Yeah, these are aftermarket fenders, so they come in several sizes and several different colors, as you can see here.
Yeah.
And SKS works with a lot of e-bike manufacturers, so you see our stuff in your stores anyway.
Okay, so you know, there's a good example of what it might look like when it's all set up. And yeah, it looks like, gosh, you got a bunch of stuff, some pumps and other accessories, but a lot of fenders and, you know, even liquid brake. What is that? Bike liquids.
We have some really great new liquids we're showing this year. SKS actually does some stuff in the automotive industry in Germany, and so we're working with one of the top 3 automotive lubricant manufacturers in Germany to do some great new lubricants, bike wash, like a wax for your bike. So we're really excited to introduce those.
It's nice to get a feel for the company because, you know, yeah, I've only really seen the fenders, and now it's like, oh, you know, there's German heritage, you got the automobile stuff, and then something really exciting. And I guess to me, that's this MonkeyLink thing here. Can you talk about this? What's going on?
Absolutely. MonkeyLink is a collaboration which started in Germany. And it's really an e-bike focused product, although there are adapters available for regular bikes.
Okay.
So the e-bike concept is, you're going to have some mounts that are coming OE spec'd on your bicycles that you can just put these lights on and off, and it's a magnetic system. And so there's a fender system. You can see that the rear has a light on
real
it.
streamlined.
So it's going to hook right into the electricity that's already flowing through your bike.
It's like the main battery. You don't need extra batteries.
Yeah, but the fender is made by SKS. We're collaborating with the light company. Also, there's a bottle that's a magnetic bottle.
Does it come off? Are these all tied down for the show?
They are not tied down.
Oh, I got it. Oh, look at that. So that way no one can steal this.
No, they won't steal.
You're like parking at the rack and you can, hey, look, it snapped on. Can I try this one?
Sure, absolutely.
Do you press the button or what? You just pull it up? Okay, yeah, because you want the fender, I mean, you know, you don't want that thing flying off while you're riding. It's magnetic, and those are the pins right there, so.
Absolutely, so that's where your light comes from.
Can you name any of the brands or the systems or bikes that we might see these on?
You're going to see these on Bull's bikes, you're going to see them on Flyer, on Hercules, and on Kettler right at the beginning.
Okay, cool. In the Americas, here in North America, I'm most familiar with Bulls.
Okay.
So I'll keep an eye out for that. Chris, you know, what do you think about this? Had you heard of this before?
Yeah, I recently saw it at Eurobike. It's definitely really interesting, pretty exciting, and some of that kind of interchangeability is really interesting, and particularly this sort of stuff where, you know, for a mountain bike where you might not necessarily want to have a fender off-road, but it's really simple to take it, you know, and we find a lot of people are doing that, using the mountain bike on off-road and to have that sort of flexibility. Now, I do have a question. Is it also potentially an aftermarket thing, or is it only at this time an OE solution?
It's totally an aftermarket thing. It's going to be both. So what we have is the Connect system is what it's called for when it comes OE on the bike, so you're actually wired up for it.
Okay.
But then the recharge system is the other system, which will be available either aftermarket for OE bikes or just regular bikes, because these mounts are available. And on the recharge system, then there's a USB that you can charge the lights with. So it's really for both. And we look for those to be available in January or so of next year.
January 2018, wow. Any other 2018 specific updates?
We have a new front fender for e-bikes.
Let's check it out, yeah. I was wondering because we saw the back fender a minute ago. This
is the XGuard. It's a front fender. It Velcros onto your downtube, but it has this super long strap, so it'll wrap around your battery. And it'll help protect your battery from all the gunk and spray that comes up off the road.
And your eyes, like sometimes muddy, it like flicks up in your face.
Exactly.
That's really great. A lot of the mountain bikes we were talking about, some of them have even plastic like on the down tube to protect your paint. Right. So now you have a fender like this, it's going to protect you from nicks as well as the water.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's another interesting product that I think you could show Court. That I know Court's a real big fan of bottle cages.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. Got some bottle cage solutions?
Yeah, this is the Anywhere adapter. So this is a system, so it's also a Velcro system. It has this super fancy hook and loop system that's hook and loop on both sides. So you really can go long or short and trim it off. But you can mount bottle cages on with this thing. You can mount your pump clips on. You can wire about anything to your bike that you want to.
Like a folding lock. So yeah, basically gives you those bosses or whatever to thread into. Exactly. I noticed this has the same rubberized, is that so it doesn't slip on the frame?
Yes, absolutely.
Huh. Very nice.
And then they have it with the cage already mounted as well.
We've got a full solution. And there's what is this gray thing all about? Is that just keeps
it just holds the bottle?
The top of the
kind of goes into this lip right here.
Okay. Wow, very cool. And you got folding pumps. Do you have any shock pumps?
We do have some shock pumps. We have a couple different versions. This is the SAM, Suspension Air Mechanic Pump. And this is our mountain suspension pump.
You guys have all kinds of great stuff. Well, that is sweet. And a moment ago, I was speaking with another gentleman from SQ Lab. Are you the same company?
We are the U.S. distributor of SQ Lab. So SKS, we've been partnered with them for about a year now. And they're doing great. We love SQ Lab brand. It's a German brand, orange and black, so it's a great fit.
Right. Do you know what SKS stands for? Is there like a...
It's Scheffer, Kluge, Scheffer, I'm pretty sure.
So it's like a team.
Which is like the founding fathers of the company. But we've been manufacturing in Germany since 1932.
Wow.
So a long time.
That's a long time. Back then, was it like bicycle stuff? Or?
When they very first started, it was actually curtain rods.
Curtain rods.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all about...
And then pumps were actually first for us. Pumps were our introduction into the bicycle market.
I like that, especially on an e-bike if you're going further and maybe you're kind of stuck further from home. It's a big heavy thing to take back, so having a pump and a way to kind of give yourself some... extend that range if you do get a slow leak. That's
Absolutely.
a nice feature.
I think another interesting thing, as you mentioned about some of the OE stuff, I think a lot of the manufacturers from Germany, they sometimes spec a bike with a pump.
Oh yeah.
And we were speaking about that you can actually help. So say for example somebody lost their pump or they need a replacement or something like that, then you guys are actually able to help maybe with some of these different things also?
Absolutely. Some of the parts and pieces that are coming on your bikes right now, we might be able to get those for you. If you lost something or something's broken, we can help take care of that for you.
Where do people go to get that info? Do you have a website?
If you go to sks-germany.com and then just go to the contact us, that is the German website, but they will forward those emails to us.
Let's go straight to you, is that right?
They go straight to me.
Straight to Crystal.
That's exactly right.
That's fantastic. At this point, I might jump over and just look at that interesting saddle at SQ Lab. Do you have any other questions or feedback, Chris?
No, just excited to connect with these guys.
This is wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, this is the saddle I was talking about. It's kind of funky. It's like step down. You can see when I first saw it, I was like, is this thing flat or is it broken or what's the deal? Can you tell a little bit? This is Mark. We were speaking earlier.
Yeah. Hey.
I was just curious about these saddles. What's going on with this new step design?
Yeah. This is a SQ Lab. It's called ERGO-Lux. It's really a cool thing. It's for people with a more comfortable position. It's based on the Ergo Wave design.
Huh.
For example, this one, you can see how there's kind of a wave design with a lowered front area.
Yeah.
And you can take a pelvis like this.
Yeah.
So as you go forward, it really cradles your sit bones like this.
Huh.
So it's based on the Ergo Wave design, but hop over here, I'll show you. It's super cool. It's called the ERGO-Lux.
Okay.
And this is really an all-around saddle. It's called the 610 ERGO-Lux. And you can see it's a double step design. So it really cradles your sit bones and gets it right where it needs to be. So it's right here.
Yeah.
So and it's a little bigger platform for a more upright position, like a beach cruiser or someone's on an adventure bike or bike packing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be on a longer ride looking for a little more comfort, a little more padding, it's really going to snuggle up and your sit bones is perfect. This thing is the bomb. It's super cool.
Do you have one that I can sit on? Is that this? Can I sit on this?
That one's a more comfort version. The ERGO-Lux line goes from what we have the 610 to this is a 602.
Huh, with a bumper.
That has a bumper that moves back and forth.
Oh yeah, it pivots. We saw that.
Yeah, it's super cool. It pivots. And you can see it on this one really well. If you see right like this, see how it moves back and forth?
Wow.
It's just like when you're walking, your pelvis moves 7 degrees. and that 7-degree movement eliminates pressure on your vertebrae, so you're just going to get a more comfortable ride.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that step design, to me, there are times where I'm working at the computer and I'm lazing back and whatever, but then when I'm typing and I'm active, almost like when I'm riding a bike, I'm a little more engaged, you know, and I'm a little forward. Sitting on the edge gives me some comfort. I'm not getting as much pressure, like, in front of my pelvis bone, like the softer spots.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. It's called the perineum. It's some
The
weird
perineum,
word.
there we go,
But it's a soft spot that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, but you want to get it. You want to be sitting on your butt bone. You know? That's the problem. You can have too soft a seat. Lots of people have too soft a seats.
Yeah.
E-bike people, real beach cruisers, people love it. They want to feel like a couch, but couches suck when you're riding.
And
your
you
bike.
chafe your thighs.
And
like
you chafe your thighs.
The nose on a saddle, it's designed to help you potentially, like when I ride with no hands, or you can steer the bike a little bit with your legs, but if you're constantly scuffing it, then you get chafed.
Totally right. That's right. And you can get too soft. People want a real soft saddle, but then it hits your perineum and all these soft tissues, which you don't want to hit anyway. So it's all really about getting the bony part of your bottom right on the correct part of the seat, and that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
SU Lab has those ergonomic solutions.
So how do people buy your stuff or find you out there?
Yeah, it's super easy. We have a website, sqlab-usa.com, or they can give us a call or send us an email on that website. My name's Mark Bergner. What we're here for is to help you find the saddle that's going to rock your world. It's like your dream saddle. You find that saddle that's finally the one that fits right.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
It's neat to see the updates for 2018. I appreciate it. We saw each other at the Sedona event,
Oh
right?
yeah, man.
That was fun.
That was crazy fun. The best weather in the world. The trails there's really no medium there. It's either beginner or all in. It had to be just the best.
And it's pretty, some of that terrain, you want a good saddle. So anyway, Mark,
sure.
I appreciate it. Hope you have a great show.
Yeah, thank you. And everybody go to Electric Bike Review and check it out. Thanks.
Woohoo! I got a shout out. Can't argue with that.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Right on. Thanks.